I guess those punches Rocky took to the head were real after all. George Washington was the father of our country. Donald Trump is the father of Eric. Big difference there. After Stallone, it was Golf Clubber Lang's turn at the podium. You know, I keep wondering when this bromance between Trump and Elon Musk is going to blow up like a SpaceX rocket, but for now at least, it appears to be going strong.
What was supposed to be a celebratory victory lap for Sylvester Stallone and his loyal fans quickly turned into a late-night sucker punch. Stallone, a rare guest on late-night TV, was expected to grace the stage for a moment of celebration. Instead, what should have been a red carpet event felt more like a booby-trapped jungle straight out of Rambo. Why? Allegedly, Jimmy Kimmel pressured ABC to cancel Stallone's appearance over political disagreements. Forget professionalism. What we saw was a live roast of Stallone's entire legacy, but here's the twist. It backfired harder than a bad sequel. Fans weren't having it. Social media erupted with hashtags like Nair Cancel Kimmel and Respect Stallone, making it crystal clear. Disrespecting Stallone is career suicide. One tweet said it best, "You don't mess with Sly." And it wasn't just talk. Clips of the segment spread faster than a Rocky montage, with fans calling out Kimmel's antics as mean-spirited and symbolic of everything wrong with Hollywood. Stallone, a living symbol of grit and respect, stood in stark contrast to the petty jabs thrown his way. But before we dive into the drama, be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss the latest Hollywood headlines. In Tinseltown, reputations are made and shattered in the blink of an eye, and right now, one actor's quiet defiance is making waves. Enter Sylvester Stallone, a man who has spent decades personifying resilience and determination, now finding himself in a battle that's not in the ring, but against one of late-night TV's most divisive figures, Jimmy Kimmel. This isn't just a spat between a star and a host, it's a flashpoint in a much larger story about shifting power dynamics in entertainment.
Remember the Academy Awards, I said how he's the worst host in the history of the Academy Awards, and this stupid guy goes up, and just before the Best Picture of the Year, the show is almost over, they're waiting for the Best Picture of the Year, he gets up and he says, and his wife said, "Please don't do it." His manager said, "Don't do it, I have to do it." He goes out and reads my truth, and it said basically, he is the worst host of the history. He reads the whole thing.
He's confusing me with one of his sons again. Do you think he's flirting with me? What is this? When I die, I would like that to be the clip they play at the Emmys in memoriam montage. He even worked my wife in there. Should I be worried that Trump has mentioned my wife more times at his rallies this year than his own?
What began as a canceled talk show appearance has morphed into a cautionary tale for legacy media, forcing us to ask, in an age of podcasts and platforms that thrive on authenticity, who really holds the power? Hollywood or the stars it created? Hollywood has always been about glitz, glamour, and, occasionally, public feuds. But when Sylvester Stallone, the epitome of cinematic resilience, goes toe-to-toe with Jimmy Kimmel, late-night TV gets hotter than a reality show reunion. The fallout from this highly publicized spat has left fans, networks, and executives scrambling. Stallone has built his career on determination and taking on impossible odds, so when news broke that he'd be appearing on Jimmy Kimmel Live to promote his latest projects, fans were eager to see the clash of two iconic worlds. But then came Kimmel, a late-night host known for his sharp tongue and controversy, and the tone quickly shifted.
When I did Rocky, if you remember, the first image was a picture of Jesus, and it says Resurrection AC Club. I found a church that had been converted to a boxing ring. So the image pans down from Jesus onto Rocky being hit. And at that moment, he was a chosen person, and that's how I began the journey. Something was gonna happen. This man was gonna go through a metamorphosis and change lives, just like President Trump. And I'll just say this, and I mean it. When George Washington defended his country, he had no idea that he was going to change the world. Because without him, you can imagine what the world would look like. Guess what? We got the second George Washington. Congratulations!
I guess those punches Rocky took to the head were real after all. George Washington was the father of our country. Donald Trump is the father of Eric. Big difference there. After Stallone, it was Golf Clubber Lang's turn at the podium. You know, I keep wondering when this bromance between Trump and Elon Musk is going to blow up like a SpaceX rocket, but for now, at least, it appears to be going strong.
It wasn't long before rumors began circulating that Kimmel had personally pressured ABC to cancel Stallone's appearance. The decision to cancel didn't sit well with anyone, fans, ABC executives, or Stallone himself. Social media exploded with outrage, and the ratings for Jimmy Kimmel Live sank faster than a villain in a Rocky knockout. Realizing their blunder, Kimmel and ABC reached out to Stallone with what can only be described as an over-the-top apology. They promised to reschedule his appearance, giving him full freedom to speak his mind. Stallone's response? A firm number. It wasn't just a rejection, it was a message. Stallone wasn't about to play by anyone's PR strategy. For him, respect isn't up for negotiation.
Just got a review, and has there ever been a worse host than Jimmy Kimmel at the Oscars? His opening was that of a less-than-average person trying too hard to be something which he is not and never can be. Get rid of Kimmel and perhaps replace him with another washed-up but cheap ABC talent, George Slopanopoulos. He would make everybody on stage look bigger, stronger, and more glamorous, make America great again.
This isn't Kimmel's first controversy. Known for his political jabs and biting humor, Kimmel has walked the fine line between sharp critique and alienation.
Jimmy Kimmel's a loser. I do Jimmy Kimmel. I did him a lot.
Yeah.
And he'd be standing on the sidewalk. Oh, sir, may I bring you in? He'd bring me in. Every time. The whole show is talking bad about Trump.
He called us doofuses when we had you on.
He's a group of doofuses in flat-brimmed hats.
Guess what? We
Ask
did
him how
5x
many.
what he did. We did
Ask him.
5x
Yeah,
of
you
these.
do bigger. Yeah, you
Yeah.
do. His show's dying.
While some viewers appreciate his candor, others feel alienated by his increasingly divisive commentary. Unlike Jimmy Fallon, who sticks to silly games and celebrity karaoke, Kimmel isn't afraid to dive deep into heated topics. But in this case, targeting Stallone? It was a miscalculation.
After the fight, Trump loaded the whole grab him by the posse onto his plane. There's a lot going on in this photograph. This is like The Last Supper, but everyone is Judas. Health czar RFK with a quarter-pounder with cheese, 10 McNuggets, a large fries, and a Coke. That's what they call a farm-to-toilet meal. Only Donald Trump would force his new health czar to eat McDonald's, and that's what he does. These are subservience tests he gives. Mike Johnson has to go to a fight. RFK has to eat McDonald's. Matt Gaetz has to date a woman he didn't pay. It's all very...
Behind the scenes, the pressure is mounting for Disney, which owns ABC. As the company faces declining viewership, Kimmel's antics have only worsened the situation. Executives, including CEO Bob Iger, are reportedly reconsidering Kimmel's future with the network. Whispers of replacing him or nudging him to step down when his contract ends in 2026 are growing louder. In fact, Kimmel himself has hinted that he might walk away from late-night hosting. But after this mess, it might not even be his decision. This drama with Stallone is more than just about a canceled appearance. It's a sign of the times. As traditional TV struggles to compete with the rise of podcasts and streaming, audiences are turning away from late-night talk shows in droves. This move highlights a larger trend in Hollywood. More stars are distancing themselves from legacy media. Platforms like podcasts and YouTube provide a level of freedom that late-night TV simply can't offer. And Stallone isn't the only one making waves. Zachary Levi and others with differing political views have also shifted away from mainstream outlets. The days of depending solely on legacy media to reach audiences are over. Actors are now embracing platforms that allow for unfiltered, genuine conversations with their fans. For Kimmel, this is a wake-up call. For Stallone, it's a victory lap. And for the entertainment industry, it's a sign that change is coming. In true Rocky fashion, Stallone has come out on top, not by throwing punches, but by refusing to play a rigged game. His stand against Kimmel and Hollywood's establishment speaks to his character, both on-screen and off. As legacy media continues to lose its grip, one thing is clear. The future of entertainment belongs to those who dare to step outside the bubble. And if Stallone's career has taught us anything, it's that resilience always wins. So here's to the underdog who just delivered another knockout. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.